So you want to know about SWPPP, huh? Well, let's talk about SWPPP. Specifically, let's talk about construction SWPPP. SWPPP stands for Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan. Now, in the United States, anywhere that you are going to be doing construction that will disturb more than 1 acre of land, or less than 1 acre of land when it's part of a larger development that will disturb more than 1 acre of land, you are required by law to have a stormwater pollution prevention plan in place. What does the stormwater pollution prevention plan do? Well, it lays out exactly what you are going to do to stop any pollutants from your construction site from entering nearby water bodies, okay? What kind of pollutants might you find on your construction site? There's lots of them. The biggest one, obviously, is dirt. Dirt is a very common pollutant found on construction sites, obviously. There are many others, however. Your portable toilets have a sanitary waste component that could cause pollution. You have trash and debris that comes from people just working on your site, as well as the materials being delivered to your site. Speaking of materials, you also have many materials that are used in construction that, if exposed to rainwater, could wash off the site and pollute water bodies. Some of those include concrete washout, or stucco mix, or paint, or even other types of fertilizers or chemicals, pesticides that you may be using during construction, right? There's also concerns for fuels and oils. Obviously, you're going to be using construction equipment. If you are fueling those on site, then you may have fuels and oils that are present, or even just your equipment might have leaks, or a hydraulic line might burst, things like that. So there's lots of pollutants that are present on construction sites that we don't want getting into water bodies, right? And so by law, you have to have a plan in place that identifies each of those pollutants on your site, potential pollutants that might be there on your site, and how you are specifically going to stop those pollutants from leaving your site and getting into nearby water bodies. The most common ways for pollutants to get into water bodies is to go through the storm drain system. So if it flows down the street on your site, or down the gutter or a sidewalk or anything else and gets into a storm drain, those storm drains are not typically treated, and they will go directly into a water body. Of course, your site could be just adjacent to a swale or another water body, and so that's how the pollutants could get in there. In any event, the SWPPP is a requirement throughout the entire United States. If you're going to do construction that disturbs more than 1 acre, or you're on a smaller parcel of a larger disturbance of more than 1 acre, you have to have that plan in place. So what we do is we help you prepare that plan. A SWPPP has to be very site specific. So if you're using a general template, a boilerplate thing, you could get into some problems. The reason is the SWPPP is going to be reviewed typically either by your state or by your municipality, or by a local county or other jurisdiction. Somebody may end up reviewing that SWPPP. In a lot of states, it's a requirement before you can start construction to have that SWPPP reviewed. And when that SWPPP is reviewed, they're going to look and make sure that it's specific to your site. So if you're just using a boilerplate template and you're just putting in some basic information, it may not be approved because it may not meet the requirements that are necessary. Also, another thing about your SWPPP is that it needs to be updated. It needs to be updated whenever there's a change, significant change to the site. It needs to be updated whenever there is a change to ownership or operator. If you're doing multiple lots on a site and you close some down, you're going to want to update that to remove those sites so that you're no longer responsible for what's coming off of those sites. So your SWPPP really is a living document that has to be updated throughout the entire project, right? So SWPPP is very important. It's very important to keep your SWPPP up to date. It's very important that you have that document in place so that you're in compliance with stormwater regulations, and that's something we can help you do. So if you'd like a quote or to learn more information about SWPPP, please reach out to us, contact us. We'd love to help you.